Hey guys, welcome back to Christina Explains It All. So I have been on a cleaning frenzy. No, okay, yeah, I kind of have. But I've been really wanting to get the house decluttered and super organized before the baby comes to kind of help us all develop a new clear-minded routine, because I just noticed that when there's more clutter, it's like your life feels more cluttered and disorganized. And I just feel so much better making this transition. It took me about a month to like get the kids on board, to get like the first floor like completely organized. I still have to work on the basement level. That's a different task, but it's going to like work. So I just want to kind of update you guys on like some of the changes that I've made and how much it's really helped us as a family. So as you guys know, I am 24 weeks pregnant. So I've been a little slower than usual, but all these details and sacrifice were definitely worth it. So I think you guys should definitely check the video out, see if you see anything that you might want to implement. It's literally just helped make our mornings, our school weeks so much better, so much easier, and it was totally worth the sacrifice. So we can just hop right in. So I created a command center. I found that I just like little reminders around the house, like because we're so blessed, and I just want to like have good vibes in the house. So this is my command center. I love this, and I've never done it before, but it's something I really wanted to try. If there's something specific throughout the week that I know I need to like remember, I can just jot it down. It comes off the wall, like it's just on a little hook, and you can just write on it. Typically Victoria will write on it for me. Then I have like my things to do, small things to remember. And then for my calendar, I just thought it would be easier to do a dry erase board so I can like, change anything as I need to. Victoria also did that. I ordered them some like custom folders, which I love, like off Zazzle. So if they have like things that I need to sign, like important stuff, things that like just regarding school or just whatever they have going on with activities, each person has their own customized folder. And I ordered these little clear bins, I believe off Amazon, and they're like $12. And I thought they looked super cute on the wall. And then my absolute favorite is their chore board. So basically I customized these magnets myself. I went to Michael's, bought the little circles. I designed their chores, and then I like just make each one kind of look cute and easy for Haley to read and understand. So Victoria's might be a little bit more because she's older, but they're all pretty appropriate for her age. And so basically at the end of each day, their responsibility is to check and make sure this has been completed, and it all has to be in the done section. And if every day they remember to do this and they check and they have everything done, then Friday will be like a special treat day where we do something just that's like a treat for them. It doesn't necessarily have to be like candy or anything, but just something that kind of honors their hard work and their commitment to keeping the house clean. Haley's are a little bit more simplistic, just so she can understand and have a good idea of what her routine and responsibilities should look like. But she's doing pretty good with the few chores that I've given her. So this is my favorite center because to me, this is like the brains of the operation. Everyone hangs out in the kitchen. We do homework in the kitchen. So yeah, that's that. Okay, so the next piece we're gonna tackle is one of my hot closets. And it's off the chain. Like, I actually used to consider this organized, but in real life, in retrospect, these are like organized junk containers, a bunch of hair products on this random bookshelf, things that I use like my blow dryer and iron, and it's just very random. And the linens look crazy because there's really no space for them. So I'm thinking I'm gonna take it all the way up. It's just all it's just a mess at the moment. So I put these old-fashioned shelf liners when we first moved in because I didn't want to use the shelves, but they were cleaned. So I'm gonna take these liners off and stain this walnut because I really like how the walnut so I sanded down those shelves. I took the shelf liners off. I tried to do it by hand, but the stain just did not take well, so I just stopped being lazy and plugged up my Ryobi, and it sanded it so well. Here is the first coat of the first two. I want them to be really, really like a dark brown. I'm kind of in the sun, so there's a little bit of a glare. That was only the first coat. So I'll probably do about 2 more coats, maybe 3 if it's not as dark as I want it, because I want a really dark wood. But they came out. The inside of the closet was like really crazy looking, just not fresh, not white. And with the look that I'm going for, I really wanted it to be clean and have a nice pop of color. So I'm just gonna paint the inside white just to get it back looking pretty. Okay guys, so I finished my linen closet, and I'm still working on a few things, but for the most part, I think it's good to show. I put my rack up. It's super easy, super organized. It was easy to put together. I left a little gap and did the biggest things at the bottom, so the closet was still closed flush. I keep extra linens in here. It looks like I don't have hardly any hand towels or wash towels because I gave all my old ones to my husband and the kid to use in their bathroom area. And I would like all the ones down here to be fresh white and fresh gray. So I'm getting all new towels. Yeah, don't judge me. And then I have like a section where it's just more like things that we use on a day-to-day, Q-tips, you know, cotton balls, things like that. The toilet paper. I actually didn't have any labels, so I just made this out of cardboard. And then I made labels for every container. So no one has to call me and ask where is anything, because everything has its place. Overall, I'm very, very happy with the transition and the shelves. Okay, so now I'm trying to sort all of like my learning information, like for 2 different children, 2 different age groups. So I'm gonna go get some containers to organize these a little better. Flashcards. Here's some of the clutter. It was just like a clutter cabinet. It was just cluttery. I'm just gonna be so honest right now, just because there's no better excuse, or like I just need to be honest. It was just cluttered, picnic basket stuff, home air freshener. Like nothing was like set in a place. Okay, and then as I showed you guys before, all the clutter that came out of this cabinet, this is like my learning cabinet now. So I keep like flashcards. There's a little bit of glare from the sun. I keep flashcards, like their sticker rewards, things of that nature. I put in the 2 little bins. Everyone knows where their bin is. All their books, their notebooks, everything they need for their learning time is in a specific area. So when we sit down for homework, I literally just say, Haley, go get your basket. Victoria, go get yours. And it's just really convenient and easier. So as far as my junk drawer, I think I accidentally deleted the clip of how messed up this drawer really was. Like, it was a disaster. Just imagine all of this times 50 to 60 more random items, all just thrown randomly. And I thought it was okay because it was called a junk drawer. But I can no longer live like that, and it doesn't go with my new lifestyle. So I decided to just give everything a home. And we've been keeping this up for almost a month now. So I think we've definitely developed some new routines. It's still like considered a junk drawer, but you can have a junk drawer that's orderly and organized. This is the ugly truth. This is what things can look like behind closed doors. I don't even know where to start. I should probably just figure out what I'm actually using, and then just reorganize to the best of my ability. As far as the under sink storage that I showed you the other day, I finally finished that up. Everything has a home. I would have loved for everything to not be in bins that are covered, because it makes you have an extra step. But realistically, the way the kitchen sink is set up and the way that the pipes go, it's no space for that. So I'm okay with doing the extra step if it's orderly, if it's organized, and everyone knows where everything is at. Not that everyone does a lot of cleaning, but it just makes sense for it to be orderly, and everything should have a home. So I made some labels. I think they turned out really nice. Okay, so my silverware drawer was so off the chain and absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't even know how to live like this. So I basically had this little tinky-tonky, cheap little silverware holder, which is fine, but doesn't fit a lot. So I had all of this like just kind of in the surrounding area, just crazy looking, with no order, with no place, with no home. So I'm cleaning out the drawer, and then I'll show you guys like what I came up with to kind of just get some order going with the silverware drawer. It's not like anything impressive, but it was sure better than it was. It was so crazy before and so disorderly. I found these at super cheap, like $4.99 and $5.99, or $4.99 and $4.99 at TJ Maxx. It just gave me a little bit more order. I used to have all these sitting out on the counter, but right now we are working on keeping a clear counter space because I just don't want a lot of clutter. I actually even transitioned my dish rack to the sink so that we can just have a clear, concise cabinet. I didn't show as well. Just imagine a bunch of clutter for Tupperware. It was just a mess. So I basically went to the dollar store, Family Dollar, got these crates for $1, and I just labeled everything. So I'll know exactly where the small lids are, the larger lids, extra storage for kitchen stuff that I'm not using, but just to get everything a little orderly, because the worst thing about like Tupperware is when you open it and everything kind of falls out. So the goal was to kind of work on cleaning out all the cabinets in the areas that people